This is the story of Pixel, a small puppy with eyes full of hope and a heart full of love. Every single morning, you'd find him right by the front door, his tail wagging with excitement, just waiting for his favorite person in the world to come back home. But days turned into weeks. The seasons changed outside the window, but the door stayed shut. People walked by, cars drove past, but Pixel didn't move. He stayed right there. A loyal guardian of a memory, because for a heart as pure as his, love doesn't understand time. It only understands why. Hiding when the rain came down, he'd curl up into a little ball, trying to stay warm against the cold wood of the door. When the sun peeked through, he'd lift his head and smile at the light, always thinking, maybe today is the day. At night, Pixel would dream. He dreamt of familiar footsteps on the porch, of happy laughter echoing through the house, and a gentle voice calling his name. But every morning, he'd wake up to the same quiet room and start waiting all over again. You see, Pixel wasn't just waiting for a person. He was holding on to everything they shared: the warmth of a hand stroking his fur, the sound of a cheerful voice, and a promise he believed would one day be kept. Some days, he felt so tired, his tail wagged a little slower and his bright eyes looked a little heavier, but his hope never faded. As long as he was waiting, he felt like their love was still alive, just round the corner. Then one afternoon, a little girl stopped. She noticed him sitting there, so patient and so alone. She knelt down and gently touched the top of his head. "Why are you waiting?" she whispered. Pixel looked from the door to her kind face, and with a soft thump, his tail began to wag. In that moment, she understood everything. The girl opened her arms, and after a moment's hesitation, Pixel slowly walked into her embrace. For the first time in a very long time, he left his post by the door. That night, Pixel slept in a warm bed, feeling safe, feeling loved. But just before he closed his eyes, he took one last look back at the past, and gently, he let it go. Some hearts are made for waiting, and some hearts are made for healing. And through it all, Pixel learned the most important lesson: that love, in one way or another, always finds its way back to you. Sometimes waiting is a form of love, but sometimes learning to move forward is the greatest form of healing. Thanks for watching.